Hey, small business owners. I wanted to put together a video today that talks about the CARES Act and small business owners, and that's it. No other programs or plans or personal stuff that comes with the CARES Act, just small business owners and just the CARES Act, because I think there's a lot of confusion going around about where to go to apply for these things. So I am a small business owner. My husband and I own a children's indoor playground. And I'm also a commercial real estate agent, so I have dealt with the landlord and lease side of this. And I just want to reassure you guys that the programs that are coming out are fairly streamlined. There's really only two main points of contact for the CARES Act programs, and we can get through this all together. So I'm going to go through the economic injury disaster loan, the bridge loan, the Paycheck protection program, and the small business relief, debt relief program today. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the economic injury disaster loan. Like I said, we're a playground, so we closed 3 weeks ago, and I applied for that loan as soon as I could. Since then, they have changed the website, and they now have a really easy form that is just on the main sba.gov/disaster page. You go and you fill it out straight from there. You don't even have to log in. You don't upload any documents. It took me less than 10 minutes to put together. The only real information that you need is your business address and regular information, your gross sales from 2019 and your cost of goods sold, and then any personal information for people that own 25% or more of your business to apply for this loan. At the end of this form, there is a checkbox for a $10,000 advance. This advance has been called a grant in some cases and an advance in other cases. Both are technically correct. It is essentially a $10,000 advance on the Paycheck protection program that rolls into a grant if you use it correctly. So both terms are correct. Don't let it confuse you. You just have to check that box if you're interested in getting that. It's a 3 to 5 business day turnaround to give you a little bit of cash in your bank to help wait out this time period while all of us are applying for all these loans. There's a lot of us applying, and there's a lot of logistics to get through. So this is just something that will hopefully help in the very, very short term. I did confirm with the SBA that even if you were like me and you applied on the old application program or platform, you should go back in if you're interested in that $10,000 advance and fill out the form again. It will not change your place in line. It will not delay your processing of your original application for your disaster loan. So if you're interested in that, that's a great, great start. That is the economic injury disaster loan is the only thing that goes through the government SBA.gov website. Everything else goes through a local SBA lender. If you don't have an SBA lender that you work with regularly, you can find one by going to sba.gov/lender match. And again, I'm going to put all these links below. So if you need to reference them later, you can. Or you can go to the Small Business Development Center nearest you and you can contact them and they will give you a list of SBA lenders. And they might even be able to find lenders that aren't as overwhelmed as the big ones. So the SBDCs are a really great resource. They're a free resource. And you can go to americassbdc.org and you can find the one that is closest to you to help you get through this process. Once you have a local SBA lender, the next 3 programs all go through them. So again, 2 points of contact, the main SBA.gov website or a local SBA lender. The first program that I'm going to talk about with your local SBA lender is the bridge loan. This loan is a $25,000 quick turnaround loan. Again, it's a working capital injection to help wait out the time period that there will most definitely be while we're waiting on the big disaster loan. Because it's coming through your local bank or local SBA lender, they're able to get that money to you much faster so that you can start using it. Once the disaster loan comes through, you can pay off this bridge loan with that money so that you just have one main loan that you have to deal with instead of having multiple loans. So that will make that a lot easier on you guys and me when I do it. The second program that goes to your local SBA lender is the Paycheck Protection Program. This one is a very hot topic right now because it is the one that rolls over into a grant that you will not have to pay back later if it's used correctly. The 4 ways that you can use this is payroll, mortgage interest for your business, rent for your business, or utilities for your business. So those 4 things are forgivable with the Paycheck Protection Program, and you can anything that above and beyond that, anything you use for that money for that is not on those 4 things will be a loan. It's a very low interest loan, and I'll put those loan details below, but that's not what I'm going to go into as far as details today. So but what you need to know is that if you use it for those 4 things, they are forgivable. They can turn into a grant later. The last program that goes through the CARES Act, and this one also goes through your local SBA lender, is the Small Business Debt Relief Program. This one's a really big deal for those of us that already have an SBA loan. So what the purpose of this is to make the payments for current SBA loans for 6 months. So not defer it, not tack it on to the end of your loan and make your loan term longer, but actually pay your principal, your interest, and your fees for the next 6 months. That's a huge deal for those of us that are already paying these bills. It will free up some of your cash for the next 6 months while we're rebuilding this business as we start to come out of this and everybody's allowed to get back out and frequent our businesses again. So for this program, you probably already have an SBA lender. You probably already have a contact. Make sure they know that you're interested in this deferment, and they will put you on that list so that you can get some relief for the next 6 months while we're coming back alive. The final thing that I wanted to talk about today is the items that you'll probably have together once they're actually processing your loan. Like I said, the initial form that you fill out on the SBA website doesn't ask you to upload anything, but they are going to want to verify it. And the things that I had to put in for the original loan are likely what we're going to have to come up with later. And those are 3 years of profit and loss statements, 3 years of balance sheets, and 3 years of taxes if you've been open that long. The other thing, that business taxes. The other thing that you'll have to do is anybody that has 25% or more of your company as an owner will have to put forward their personal taxes as well. Those are the main items that you're going to have on hand. You'll want to be able to break down how much you spend monthly on payroll. The payroll protection program is based on 1 full month of payroll. They are giving 2.5 times that amount so that you can pay 8 weeks of payroll and have a little bit left over for rent and utilities and such. So that's the paperwork that I think you're going to need right now. They're continually updating these websites and giving that information. The Colorado Small Business Development Center, I have looked at, they have really broken down all of these programs very well, who qualifies, who doesn't. I recommend that you go to your local SBD website wherever you are, and I'm sure they have the same breakdown. It's a very nice resource to be able to go and find that information. So if you guys have any other questions, if there's something specific you want me to look into next, I'm definitely going to be researching more because I have my own business that I need to keep going, and we all have to find a way to get back in there and get this world turning again. I'm happy to address anything. Put your comments down below. Tell me what I can talk about. Subscribe to my channel so that you can see my updates. Thank you so much for coming and listening to me today. I hope I was helpful, and I'll talk to you again soon.